Everybody's always looking for cheap land in Montana. Well, in this video, we're going to show you the prices and locations of the cheapest plots of land around Montana. Some of these towns I'm sure you've never heard of, like Kevin, Sand Coulee, or Martinsdale. So we'll get on a map and show you where these are located and show you the land that you can buy there. All right, let's start right out with our MLS site here. I did a search for all of the land that's for sale around western Montana, and as you can see right here, there are 1,893 properties that are currently for sale. Let's take a look at all of them and edit them by the cheapest first, and let's see what we can find. And our winner for the cheapest property in Montana right now is $6,500. In the town I spoke of earlier, Sand Coulee, Montana. As you can see, this is a tiny piece of property, 0.03. That's only 1,394 square feet. If you're wondering where Sand Coulee, Montana is, it's just to the southeast of Great Falls. And let's take a look and see what type of land you have here. What does it look like here in downtown Sand Coulee? Well, there's your post office. It's very rural, as you can see. A few houses down the main drag here. And then if we go back out, let's find out this property is on Gulch Lane. So let's look for that. Here it is over here. Let's see what it looks like down in this part of town. And there you go. I don't know. That may be it right there. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not positive. It doesn't tell you exactly on the map. But anyway, if you're looking for the cheapest property in Montana right now, it is in Sand Coulee, and it's listed by Charlie Houseman from Century 21 out of Great Falls. And then, as you can see, the top 10, there is nothing over $25,000. So we can check out another one. This one's in Neihart, Montana. It's just over a half acre, 0.69, and hillside lots overlooking the town of Neihart. This is listed by Beth Duke out of Coldwell Banker in Great Falls. Let's check out Neihart on the map. Oh, this is in the Little Belt Mountains, which is kind of a cool area. And if we zoom out, I'll show you where that is. That's still Sand Coulee was right here, just southeast of Great Falls. This is a little more southeast. Again, very rural area. Let's zoom in and look at what it looks like in downtown Neihart, Montana. And you are right in the middle of the Little Belt Mountains here, as you can see. Very quiet if you're looking for that here in Montana. A lot of older houses, little store. Let's see if we can figure out where this piece of property is. East Compromise. Let's see if that even shows up on the map. A lot of times these things won't even show up. I am not seeing it, but anyway, at least this gives you an idea of what it looks like around there. And if we go back to the listing, we can talk a little bit more about that. These lots do have insurable access, but no roads. Well, that explains why we couldn't find the road. So anyway, this is a good lesson when you're looking for property. You need to make sure you have access to these properties and can actually get to them. So It also looks like this is on an old mining area, so you're also going to have to check into that. So anytime you're looking at buying a cheap piece of land, there's usually a reason it's so cheap. You need to do your homework and let us help you do your homework so you don't buy something that has some big issues. So we'll scroll down. Let's check out Martinsdale, Montana. Here's a lot for $25,000. 0.10 acres. This is listed by Tim Holm out of Clearwater Properties in Helena. Where is Martinsdale, Montana? Let's find out. All right, here is the downtown Martinsdale again, another very small town. Let's see where it is located. This is even further east and south of Great Falls, almost down towards I-90, closer to the Bozeman area. Let's take a look and see what Martinsdale looks like up close. Let's see if we can even get a view here. Oops. There we go. Again, very rural little town. Oh, and they even have gravel roads. That's what you'll find a lot of times in these small towns in Montana. The roads in town aren't even paved. So if you're looking for rural, Martinsdale would be your spot. Let's see if we can figure out where this property is. Castle. Let's map it on our site here. It's actually in Castletown, which is near Martinsdale. So yeah, Castletown is actually, Martinsdale's over here. Castletown's up here in the mountains a little bit. So let's see if Google's even mapped this road. It has not. So yeah, here's a photo that somebody had on Google of the area, but very, very rural. So if that's what you're looking for, that is what you can have for $25,000. Let's go back to the detail here and see if there's any red flags that I can see. Just a very small lot, 0.1 of an acre, so 4,000, just over 4,000 square feet. But if you're looking for a place to park a camper, things like that, you just have to be careful that there's no covenants. This says covenants unknown, so that's something you'd have to check into. But this is one of those lots that people usually look for to get away and just have a place to camp during the summer. Let's see, here's Troy, Montana. Troy is actually on the west side of Montana. I've done some videos on Troy, but this is another city lot, 0.07 of an acre. As far as camping there, covenants unknown, zoning 0. I don't know if they know the zoning or not, or if there is zoning. But this says you have to buy it with the lot next door, and this is listed by Kevin Lamp out of DeShazer Ryan Realty in Libby. So let's take a look at Troy on the map. If you are curious as to where that is, it's over just northwest of Libby. And it's right along the Kootenai River, so it's it's a nice area over here. Let's see if this gives us a good view. This is the road coming down into Libby. There you can see the river there, but definitely in the mountains over here. You come down this hill. Troy's actually one of the lower spots in Montana, so it's a lot warmer here during the winter. Let's go back and see what this lot says. Like I said, 0.07 must be sold with the lot next door. So they're both 25,000. So you're looking at 50,000 for both lots because of the easement situation, it says right here. So anyway, that would be Troy, Montana. And then let's go to Kevin, Montana. See what we have here. It's actually 4 lots, it sounds like. And this is listed by Sean Christians from Dye, Tavery, and Judge. And this is listed for $28,000. And it's just under a half acre. And it says it's right in the main part of the town of Kevin. So where is Kevin, you may ask? Well, let's look it up. So here is Kevin, Montana, and it is located just off I-15, close to the Canadian border, over the mountains. So East Glacier here, this is the east side of Glacier Park, so you're not too far from there. You're just north of Shelby. And this is pretty wide open up here. Let's take a look and see what downtown Kevin looks like. And there's the post office in Kevin. And as you can see, wide open country out here. This is the part of Montana where you can watch your dog run away for 3 days. But this is kind of, there's some oil drilling that goes on up here. So a lot of oil drilling industry in this little town. But yeah, very rural, very open. Let's take a look at the property again. 4 lots, 6th Avenue Northwest. Let's see if we can find that on the map. Well, here is 6th Avenue. No photos from there. It must be right on the north part of town here where we can't get, the Google guy did not drive on 6th Avenue Northwest, but this is kind of what you're looking at over in this part of town. Again, very wide open. You can see for miles, this is the big sky country of Montana. Anyway, let's go back to our properties here. So that's a little tour, but as you can see, the first 10 lowest priced properties in Montana right now, or Western Montana right now, are all under $25,000. If you want a full list, if you want me to send you, maybe not all 1,800, but send you the top 25, top 100 listings, I'd be happy to do that. We'll just keep going down and show you. There are 50 properties under $50,000. There's a tagline right there. So the answer to your question, are there cheap properties to buy in Montana up to this point? Yes, there still are. Here's a property in Eureka for $48,000. Eureka, another nice area near the Canadian border up here in the northwest part of Montana. But like I said, if you would like more information on any of these properties or some guide on how to buy some of these properties, I have other videos that I've made. I'll put those at the top right now. We will continue to keep our eye open for deals and for properties for everyone. If you'd like this information, reach out, let us know, and we'd be happy to send them to you.
Thank you for watching our video. Please call, text, or email for more information, and don't forget to watch our other videos about Montana.